Imagine a world where the very light that illuminates your home could have been dangerous, scarce, and far more expensive. Now, picture two of the most brilliant minds of the modern era locked in a true duel of titans, battling to decide how that light would reach you. On one side, Thomas Edison, the wizard of practical inventions. On the other, Nikola Tesla, the visionary who dreamed of harnessing the cosmic power of electricity. This was the War of the Currents, a conflict that would forever change the world and shape the way we live today. Long before the world knew his name, Thomas Edison was already considered a genius. He had a knack for turning ideas into reality, not just inventing the phonograph and the incandescent light bulb, but also building thriving businesses around his creations. Edison was much more than just an inventor. He was a shrewd entrepreneur, a symbol of the American dream in the age of innovation. His laboratories buzzed with activity, churning out new patents and devices that promised to reshape everyday life. Central to Edison's vision was the system of direct current, or DC. In DC, electricity flows in a single constant direction, straightforward, predictable, and at first glance perfectly suited to powering the lamps of bustling city streets and homes. Early DC power grids sprang up in cities like New York, lighting the way for millions. Yet, beneath the glow of these new bulbs, a fundamental challenge loomed. DC power was effective over short distances, but it suffered from a fatal flaw. It bled energy as it traveled, its strength fading rapidly. To reach outlying neighborhoods or rural communities, Edison's system would require a dense web of generating stations, each separated by only a few kilometers. Constructing and maintaining this infrastructure was both technically daunting and prohibitively expensive. Edison and his engineers experimented with thicker cables and higher voltages, but the limitations of DC transmission remained stubbornly in place. Enter Nikola Tesla, a young Serbian engineer whose ideas seemed to defy the boundaries of imagination. Tesla believed that electricity could do more, travel farther, work smarter. Arriving in the United States with little more than a prototype and a dream, he soon found himself working under Edison. Their partnership was short-lived, however. Tesla's mind raced ahead, envisioning a world powered by alternating current, AC. A system Edison dismissed as impractical and even dangerous. Edison's skepticism was fierce and unwavering. He derided Tesla's AC system, warning that its oscillating current posed grave risks to life and property. Disillusioned, Tesla left Edison's workshop behind. But the young inventor was not alone for long. He soon attracted the interest of George Westinghouse, a powerful industrialist who recognized the potential of Tesla's visionary ideas. Backed by Westinghouse's resources, Tesla found the support he needed to challenge Edison's electrical empire. Alternating current was a radical departure from Edison's approach. Instead of flowing in a single direction, AC current reverses direction many times per second. This oscillation, far from being a flaw, allowed engineers to use transformers to increase the voltage for long-distance transmission and then safely reduce it for use in homes and businesses. The result? Far less energy lost as heat and the ability to send electricity across vast distances, connecting cities, industries, and rural communities like never before. With Tesla's patents in hand, Westinghouse set out to build a nationwide AC power system. The threat to Edison's dominance was clear. The War of the Currents was no longer just a technical debate, it was a high-stakes battle for the future of energy. Edison responded with a campaign of fear and spectacle. He staged public demonstrations in which animals, from dogs to horses, were electrocuted with alternating current, hoping to convince the public of its dangers. The most chilling episode came with the invention of the electric chair, commissioned by Edison's allies and powered by AC, specifically to show its lethal potential. Newspapers covered these spectacles with lurid detail, and the debate over electricity became a matter of public safety as much as innovation. Tesla, however, would not be outdone. He countered Edison's scare tactics with demonstrations of his own, passing high-voltage AC through his own body to light bulbs or shoot arcs of electricity safely through the air. His theatrical experiments captivated audiences, but more importantly, they demonstrated the safety and efficiency of alternating current when handled properly. Science, it seemed, was beginning to triumph over fear. The turning point in this battle came at Niagara Falls, one of the greatest natural sources of hydroelectric power in the world. In 1893, Westinghouse and Tesla won the contract to build a massive AC power plant at the falls. When the switch was thrown and electricity surged 40 kilometers to the city of Buffalo, the world watched in awe. The war of the currents was effectively over. AC had proven its worth on a grand scale. For Tesla, this victory was only the beginning. He dreamed of a world where energy could be transmitted without wires, where power was available to all, anywhere, at any time. His visions extended beyond electric lights and motors, encompassing ideas that prefigured wireless communication and global information networks. In many ways, Tesla was inventing the future, decades before the technology existed to realize his dreams. Edison, meanwhile, focused on building an industrial empire. He founded General Electric, transforming his inventions into a corporation that would become one of the most influential in the world. Though he lost the war over current, Edison's legacy was secure. He had shown how invention and business could work hand in hand to shape society. Technically, both AC and DC found their place. Alternating current became the backbone of national and international power grids, enabling the electrification of entire continents. Yet direct current never truly disappeared. Its reliability and simplicity made it ideal for certain applications. And today, DC has made a comeback in areas ranging from solar panels to electric vehicles, where efficient storage and conversion are key. Tesla died in relative obscurity, his later years marked by poverty and a lack of recognition. But his reputation has only grown with time. Today, the Tesla name graces cutting-edge electric cars, experimental energy projects, and the imaginations of countless fans who see him as the true hero of modern electricity. Edison, by contrast, became an icon of American industry. His practical approach to invention and his relentless drive to commercialize new technologies set the tone for generations of innovators and entrepreneurs. His name is synonymous with ingenuity, and his business acumen paved the way for the modern corporation. Who was right? In their own ways, both men were. Edison saw electricity as a local service, controlled and monetized. Tesla envisioned it as a universal force, free and available to all. Edison built the infrastructure of the present. Tesla glimpsed the possibilities of the future. The echoes of their conflict are still felt today. Wireless energy transfer, battery storage, and decentralized power systems like microgrids and rooftop solar are bringing us closer to Tesla's dream of a liberated energy landscape. Each new advance is a step further down the path these pioneers began to blaze more than a century ago. Tesla's story has become legend. He is the misunderstood genius, the rebel with a cause, the inventor who dared to challenge the status quo. He appears in novels, films, comic books, and video games, a symbol of the lone visionary standing up to the forces of big business. Edison, too, remains a model, this time of the inventor-entrepreneur. His embrace of laboratories, patent portfolios, and scalable production lines foreshadowed the rise of Silicon Valley and the technology giants of today. Edison understood that invention alone was not enough. It had to be delivered, marketed, and sold to change the world. And so the war of the currents never truly ended. Today the debates rage on. Clean energy versus fossil fuels, centralized grids versus decentralized power, Global networks versus local autonomy. Each is a new chapter in the age-old struggle between control and freedom, pragmatism and idealism, the corporation and the dreamer. Just as Einstein and Newton once clashed over the nature of the universe, or as scientists and engineers now debate the future of plastics and food, the choices made in the heat of these historic battles continue to shape our world. Every light bulb, every smartphone, every electric car is a testament to the sparks that flew between two geniuses more than a century ago. In the 21st century, the boundaries are blurring once again. Hybrid systems now convert AC to DC and back as needed, powering everything from laptops to solar homes to the latest electric vehicles. The legacy of both currents lives on, intertwined in the fabric of modern technology. Today, we might see echoes of Tesla and Edison in the rivalries between figures like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, visionaries and strategists competing for dominance in energy, space, and information. The stakes are as high as ever, and the outcome will determine the shape of the world to come. So who won the war of the currents? In the end, the true victor was humanity. We gained access to a global electric grid powered by science, vision, and a healthy dose of rivalry. The world is brighter, more connected, and more electrified than ever before. If this electric battle has sparked your curiosity, imagine what other stories are waiting to be discovered in the hidden currents of science history. Keep exploring the titanic clashes that have shaped our present and will light the way to our future. Sometimes the future is born from a single spark between two extraordinary minds.